Hi guys, welcome to the Unfiltered feed. And what a start it has been to the T20 World Cup. We were all anticipating and waiting for this World Cup for so long, and it's not disappointed at all. Let's take a quick look at the first three matches that happened on day one. The first match was Pakistan versus Netherlands, and in theory, it should have been an easy victory for Pakistan, and it looked like that for most of the game. But it seems the pitch was really difficult as the innings progressed, and we saw that in both the innings. Netherlands got off to a decent start. They kept losing wickets throughout the innings, but at the end it became quite tough and they were eventually bowled out. And it was a similar story with Pakistan as well. They started off well. They were in control for almost 70% of the first of their innings, and then it all just collapsed. They went from 98 for 3 to I think 100 for 5. And at one point, it looked like Pakistan had lost this game and Netherlands were going to win it easily. But at the end, Fahim Ashraf scored, I think, around 20 runs in 1 over and completely changed the match. So it's nice for Pakistan. They are a strong team, and I mean they should make it through the Super 8s. So they have won the match, but really disappointed for Netherlands. They could have won that, and it was in their kitty. They dropped a catch of Fahim Ashraf, and then he scored those runs. So a game that Netherlands should have won, surprisingly. The second game of the day was between Scotland and West Indies. This was at Kolkata. And this was, I feel, again, a very close game. It doesn't look so with the result, but if you look at the chase for Scotland, they were in the game. At one point, they were 113 for 2 or 3 wickets, and they needed, I think, at around 8 or 9 runs per over. But then West Indies, they just came back with the ball, especially Romare Shepherd. He got a fantastic hat-trick, and Scotland then lost 7 wickets for just 35 runs and eventually were bowled out as well. So again, a very similar match to the first one where the team that no one expected to win, Scotland this time, were almost going to win until West Indies completely closed the game. So it's maybe a bit of experience that really helps in these tournaments. And then the third game was, of course, the hosts and defending champions India kicking off their campaign against USA. And this was again a pretty close game, and India were at one point in a really bad situation. I think they were at about 120 for 6 wickets or 7 wickets. Luckily for them, Surya Kumar Yadav, the captain, was still batting, and he was absolutely brilliant. Of course, he was playing on his home ground, so that helps. In the last 3 overs of the innings, he single-handedly took the score from being somewhere near 140 to 160. And that extra 20 runs in that last over really changed the momentum. And we've seen this happen in the IPL as well. If you end the innings well, then usually the momentum is on your side, and then you can take a few quick wickets of the other team, and then the match completely shifts. And that's exactly what happened. India started off really well with the ball. Both Arshdeep Singh and Mohammad Siraj, both of them got early wickets. And then the rest of the bowling attack was really good. We were too good for US. But the only takeaway is that our batting didn't show a lot of cricketing sense, because they just kept hitting and getting out one after the other. Only Surya Kumar Yadav was still there on the pitch, and I think US dropped a catch of his as well. So if he would have gotten out over there, the match would have looked very different, and maybe US could have won. You never know. So going ahead, India should be a bit more careful. If they lose wickets in bunch, then the newer batter should take some responsibility, play a little cautiously, and once they're in, they can, of course, start hitting those 6s and 4s. But that was an interesting day one. All the three games were quite close, not a single one-sided match, and not a single 200-plus score. So again, it's very surprising. We all are expecting teams to hit 250, 260 in this World Cup. But I actually don't think that will be quite often, because World Cup is a completely different tournament and there's a lot of pressure as well. So we'll see what happens on day two. That was the day one wrap. We'll hope to recap all the three matches on each day instead of saving all of them for a podcast every 3 or 4 days. This is a bit easier for us as well. So today it was me. Tomorrow it might be Ved. So yeah. Till then, stay safe and see you.